Time for On Point, where we speak to experts to delve deeper into some of the key issues in the spotlight right now. We're less than a month away from the Korean baseball organization's postseason, with the excitement of the playoffs able to look forward to.
It's also been an interesting regular season, with the champions to be decided in the next few weeks. For more on the regular season run-in and beyond, Dan Kurtz, the founder of myKBO, joins us from Olympia, Washington. A good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us today.
Good afternoon. Good morning to you. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. And well, first, let's talk about the potential regular season champions with both the Landers and the Twins in contention. Of course, the Landers are winning, but do you think the Twins can turn things around at this point?
I personally believe LG has a shot. Currently, LG Twins are only 3 games behind the SSG Landers from that top spot. And of course, if you win that top spot, you win the pennant and you get an automatic berth into the Korean Series. So since August 1st, LG has been 21-10. In that time, the SSG Landers are only 17-16. So I personally believe that LG has what it takes to make it the pennant race interesting in these final few weeks of the regular season. It also helps that LG has 4 more games to go to play due to the rainouts and canceled games. So those 4 games could be huge in making up that difference between the automatic Korean Series appearance or having to play in the semifinals.
Right, and now we know that we don't know the champions, but we know that SSG Landers will probably make it to the postseason. Now, they boast a number of former major leaguers in their lineup. Who do you think fans should really pay attention to that may be flying under the radar?
Sure. Well, SSG, like you said, has a star-filled lineup, anywhere from Kim Kwang-hyun to, guys like Wilmer Font, who's been lights out for the Landers this season. He opened the season with a complete game shutout, which just helped him, and he went on and has been very successful for them. And in fact, some of their midseason foreign player replacements that have joined them during this summer, such as Juan Lagares and Sean Morimondo, have done incredible for them. And it's very hard to join a team in the middle of the summer and just start plugging away and do really well. So those 2 have done really well. And then 2 other players that I like to refer to as the Choi boys, Chae-jung and Chae Ji-hoon. They have done very well for the Landers. Chae-jung he's a veteran. He's a perennial all-star every year, and he's doing the same thing this year. And then the youngster Chae Ji-hoon has really come on this season, not only at the plate, but also in the outfield. And him teaming up with Juan Lagares, they make a great outfield, and their defense is really going to help them in the playoffs this fall.
Now let's focus on the baseball legend, Oh Ji-hwan. Now, he's the captain of the Twins, of course, and he's enjoying a 2020 season right now. But whether he's going to be able to really continue this into the playoffs, what do you reckon, Dan?
Well, I don't know what Oh Ji-hwan did this past offseason, but whatever he did, he needs to patent it and sell it to everybody, because he's having an incredible 2022 season. He's having a career year at the plate. And I believe he's one of the reasons why LG is currently fighting with SSG for that first place. Not only has he done, hit home runs, hit 20 home runs, he's also playing incredible defense like he always does. In last night's game, he made this spectacular over-the-head catch, and he just makes it look so easy. So if O keeps up his pace of play that he's doing right now, he's going to become a very big part of that playoffs for the LG Twins.
Right, and now a lot of international fans might know this, but Yasiel Puig and the Heroes, right? It's his first season, and it took half a season, but it seems like he's getting the hang of the KBO. How much has he contributed to his team maybe reaching the playoffs?
The signing of Yasiel Puig, like you mentioned, was the headline of the offseason for the KBO. It took him a little while, but since July, Yasiel Puig has gotten together, and he's hitting about 328 since then. He's maybe not hitting as many home runs as some fans maybe expected, but he plays at the Kojak Skydome, which is very large. But at the same time, he may not have been hitting as many home runs, but he's also saving a few runs with some of his laser throws home and getting people out at home. So if Puig can continue this upward trend of hitting and getting better at the plate, I think this is going to make the Heroes a tough out in the playoffs.
Well, you've got us all pumped up and excited about the postseason now, Dan, and we'll be keeping up with you on myKBO. And well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.